This week, the Unqualified Gamers Podcast wishes you a happy new year. We also go over Fortnite, PayPal, and Marvel Rivals.
Like I said, just jumps in there in the middle of conversation, you know?
Yeah, man.
It's almost a marker is what it is.
I kind of catch you guys off guard, you know, I never know.
It's like a CC signature to just throw it in there right in the midst of a conversation. And then, I mean, just episode, as long as we got past the whole welcome to phase. So,
welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. What's your hat say, Kai?
Michigan State.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, mine just says I'm old.
1855.
No, yours like says like, yo, SA, what's up? Want to get some tacos?
All right, you've never actually been around those kinds of people, have you?
No. I'm just
it shows. It shows.
You do kind of look like you're about to go skateboarding after this podcast, though. For being honest,
go fucking rip some kick flips or what, dude?
No, man. I see. Here's the cool thing: since it like snowed and it's been kind of cold here lately, I don't have to worry about waxing all of the curbs. They're nice and icy right now. So,
it's not how that works, man. It's just not how that works, man.
It is. I'm not going out with a skateboard. I'm going out with my what the fuck were those things called? Grindies.
Correct.
The fucking shoes with the little plastic on the inside of them. Wow. Do you have any idea how many broken arms happened in my junior high because of that shit?
Dude, I always wanted Heelys, but I was too afraid.
I was about to say I knew you were going to say Heelys.
I was a skateboarder, so people would make fun of me if I had them. But like, I fucking wanted to rip on some Heelys so fucking hardcore, dude.
Did you ever see the movie Brink on Disney?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Nope.
It almost made you want to roller skate.
No.
Like, hardcore roller skate.
We called roller skaters fruit booters.
I mean, that makes sense.
I don't think you're allowed to say
that. Here's a question though: did you go to roller skating rinks when you were a kid?
Okay, so actually, we used to go to this roller skating rink.
They didn't have those invented yet?
No, they were there. We would go to the roller skating rink and we would just hang out, and we wouldn't roller skate. We would just hang out and watch.
That's weird. Go to the mall.
Talk to the chicks. Yeah, the chicks would be there roller skating.
Go to the mall. Yeah,
so
we'd go to the roller skating rink and actually. We had like birthday parties and shit at the roller skating rink. It was
I
fun
would
as
give you a fucking wedgie if I saw you roller skating in the roller skating rink.
You wouldn't, because everybody went there and did it in my town. Okay. Went to Edgerew skate rink. They actually had all-nighter roller skating things. Like people would stay the night at the roller skating rink and they'd lock the door so people couldn't come in.
So
we had that at the roller skating, the ice rink, and also at the bowling alleys.
That would be kind of fun. My daughter, we had her birthday party at Super Skate here, which is a roller skating rink. Those motherfuckers, dude, charged $20 for a Jack's pizza. No joke.
Jeez, old Pete's.
Because we're like, oh, we'll just get them pizza, her and her friends pizza and shit. And when we saw the price was like $20 for a sausage and pepperoni pizza, we're like, fuck. Goodness. And it literally is a Jack's pizza.
Everything now, dude. You go anywhere and you're like, you get the shitty frozen meals that they provide there.
This was 10 years ago. So who knows what it costs now? It was $20 10 years ago.
Jeez,
for like 50
so now it's like 50. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't remember. Oh, we went to like this putt arcade place or whatever, and they had just like a frozen pizza type thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that big. It was kind of a smaller pizza, and that thing was like $30. I was like, what the flip, Kip?
Dude, when I was like 16, I wasn't 16. I was like 14, 15. I lived in Old Wine, Iowa. We had this little pool, like little game hall downtown, and they had like a couple pool tables in the back. They had arcade machines, and a can of pop was 50 cents. You could get a pizza for like $6, like a frozen pizza.
Vending machine. I remember vending machines. They give you a whole 20-ounce bottle for $1.
But they would you could go up to the counter and like, hey, can you make me a pizza? And it would be like $6. They'd make you a frozen pizza. It was fucking awesome, dude. They had to have made so much money because it was packed all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
All the time. Yeah.
Well, the same thing with like Edgerew. And they had like the world's smallest laser tag thing in the back. I never got to play it because I was never rich enough. But they had they always have like the worst food, like the frozen food, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a movie theater. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
the movie theater here that we go to, Epic over in Ocala,
Yeah.
like they don't even have a person there with fresh popcorn anymore. They just put popcorn in a bucket, put it in like a heating lamp area,
What?
and leave it up there for you to pull the bucket. Yeah,
That's fucking horrible.
and they charge you like just as much. It's
That's fucking
insane
horrible.
how much.
Do all movie theaters
so
make
bad.
food now? Because our big movie
I
theater
think so.
here has like a little restaurant where you can like order food before you go to your movie.
Well,
I don't know if
thing
they
with movie theaters is that
not
they
like
don't make
that.
any money off of the actual movies themselves. All
Oh,
of the
right,
money's
right.
off concessions.
Yeah.
So we had some friends that were managers at the movie theater, and he's like, "I'll give you all the free tickets you want. Just do me a favor, and whatever you would have spent on tickets, spend at concessions."
Yeah.
And of course, we we could have just walked in, but as respect to him, we always did that.
For sure.
And it was like getting our food for free at that point, but at least it was going to the theater, not just these blockbusters, because I think they were only making a couple cents off of each ticket because of the royalties and whatever having to be paid.
It's ridiculous how much it costs
to show it.
It's ridiculous how much it costs just for them to get the movie in the movie theater. But yeah,
I was talking to someone recently about how much movies are now, and like out here, now that I'm in Ohio, they're cheap. They're so
they're
cheap
not
out
too
here.
bad out here compared to what they are other places. But like we have the Dream Lounger place. Like the only movie theater we have left is the Dream Loungers.
We have one of those in Michigan as well.
Yeah, I mean it had to have like cut the seats down by like 75%, right? Like having because they're all recliners. And like half as many rows. So it's crazy.
I'm sure they cut down, but they have that the one that we had in Michigan that was like that. Is like a comfort, so the seats cost more, even though they have less people.
Well, that's all they have is those. So
yeah, exactly. And then also the restaurant that they have inside, you can order food from, but all the food costs more. The popcorn, even. They have like fancy hot dogs and beer and all that good stuff.
You can get like burger and fries and shit, all that stuff there. Yeah. But it's all expensive.
Yeah, but it tastes good. It tastes way better than like that cheap frozen food. So
speaking of spending a lot of money, Kai, what did you text me that I said we should put on a shirt?
Oh, yeah, because you were getting the Tesla, and I said dream cars come with dream prices.
Oh yeah, so
me and Missa talked about that also.
Dream cars come with dream cost.
Dream cars come with dream cost. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to Missa about his whole headlight issue with the Tesla.
Yeah.
And she's, that's the whole thing is that you buy a luxury car. Like Cece's always been like, I can fix it myself. I'm
gonna fix it myself.
Don't worry. And the thing is that you grew up poor and you learned how to be a mechanic on like the normal vehicles, but you put yourself into like a different tier of vehicles there.
This is gonna happen. Okay. So
will you please record the entire thing? Just
absolutely.
Put your phone out there, just have it recording.
Yep. This is coming from a guy who was going to replace the spark plugs in his lawnmower because it was out of gas. Just throwing it out there. Oof. Might be a great video.
Have you seen his straightening tool?
Oh,
him and his brother and their straightening tool. That shit is gold. It's basically
just throwing it there. If I were UCC, I'd pay the 17.
It was like an F-150 and a tow strap.
So I bought my new Tesla. It's a 2020. Mm-hmm. It's 20,000 miles on it. My headlight went out Christmas Eve. Okay.
Merry Christmas punishment.
Yeah. So this morning, and I'm doing all kinds of research. It's not looking good for me. Okay. So I call the dealership that I bought the car from this morning. They basically told me to go fuck myself.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So
they have your money. They don't need any other business.
Well, and then he goes on to tell me.
So
this is McGrath in Cedar Rapids, okay? Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So deal with them if you will. He goes on to tell me that my other car had a bad head gasket, which is absolutely fucking bullshit. I literally checked the oil before I drove it over there to make sure that it had oil because it did burn oil. Like towards the end of the oil life cycle, I'd have to add a quart. Right. Okay. And if it had a bad head gasket, then that would mean that the coolant's getting into the oil. So it didn't, but whatever. So he pissed me off. But so I called Tesla support, right? And they're like, yeah, we'll have somebody come look at it, and if it's a warranty item, they'll cover it. If not, then you're gonna have to pay for it. And I'm like, okay. Like, when will we know if it's a warranty item? Like, how deep into this? Because like, I don't got a lot of money, and they're like, yeah, we'll figure it out. You'll talk to the mechanics. I'm like, okay, I don't think you understand. Like, I can't afford this. I get the quote on my phone for what they think it probably is, the headlight, $1,700 and some fucking dollars, dude. Almost had a heart attack. I already bought.
He sent me the picture.
I already bought the headlight last night. I bought the headlight for $140, but it has scuffs on the bottom of it. So I not only bought the headlight, but I bought the headlight tint kit to go with it, so I could cover the fucking.
Wait. So you can't just replace the bulb itself?
No,
you have to replace the entire...
You have to replace the entire thing. That's why you have to take the frunk out and take the bumper off, and then.
By the way, the exact quote that he sent me is $1,787.76.
Yeah.
For a headlight.
Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Which is why
I don't want to.
That's why they say just do both of them, because then you end up spending,
Remember, kids,
$2,200.
Dream cars come with dream prices. Okay.
Dream costs.
Dream costs.
Dream cars come with dream costs.
Don't forget that.
Remember that for everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Is that what we should have labeled the Rumble?
Yeah.
The
dream
Rumble
cars
stream
come with
today?
dream costs.
I don't know. I'm afraid my girlfriend might kill me if I don't fix it myself. So.
Yeah. Well,
you're gonna have to. Yeah.
Cece, if you need some money, apparently PayPal has a bunch of money for you that you can go and just
get some stocks and honey. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, I need to hear more. I use Honey and I use PayPal, but I also I heard what's his name, Thor, Pirate Software, talking about why you should never use Honey.
Right. He says it seems sketchy, and apparently it's a scam, which it has been seen as a scam. Which I'm not surprised you're into it, CC. That's not a surprise to me.
I found it from Mr. Beast.
So he's kind of one of the people that this whole thing was aimed at. That they were paying absorbent amount of money to have these YouTubers do stuff just to have it be a scam, and for them to really not know it's a scam. But the fact that it's too good to be true, they should have realized it was a scam. Yeah.
So basically, what Honey is, if you don't know what Honey is, it's a browser add-on but like before you check out of any online store, it will look for codes and discounts and stuff for whatever store you're shopping at. Is there anything else that it does?
Yeah, and it'll give you like a reward points and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got a shitload of reward points because I've never redeemed them for anything. So.
Right.
And so the whole thing is it sounds like it would be a fairly straightforward thing, like a lot of those other apps. Like my girlfriend has one of the apps where you scan your receipts, and then they give you like points for like Amazon gift cards and stuff like that. So basically, it's tracking your spending, so they can do ad targeting, and that's okay, fine.
That's where I assumed they made money, was selling people's data.
Apparently not.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So the pop-up comes up, right? That you activate your rewards where you create your account or whatever have you.
Yeah.
And it tells you, hey, we're going to basically, in a sense, share a portion of this reward with you. The amount we make or whatever, you're going to get a portion of it. Whatever Honey makes, you get a part. So what happened was a streamer created an account on a different site where he could purchase, in a sense, his own content. And he, on one purchase, he activated Honey. And then on another purchase, he didn't. So obviously the purchase where Honey wasn't involved, he made the full 35, 60 or whatever it was. But what happened was when he activated Honey, that creator code that he had disappeared and Honey's creator code went into that code area now. So instead of it being the influencer, it was Honey's code. And it took that entire amount, that 35.60, and it gave him 89 cents.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, but they've been doing that with everyone. I mean, the picture up there had like Mr. Beast. I think Shroud was up there. I think I don't remember if it was XQC or Ninja. Like there were just a bunch of people.
Honey does do Ninja's website.
And so there were all of these things up there where all these people are, not getting what they should be.
No shit. That's crazy.
And another thing was, so Honey, if it doesn't have any discounts at all, a pop-up will say, we don't have anything to offer, and then you click got it to get rid of the pop-up, right? So when you go to like an influencer's page or whatever and try and get the content, or try and get like if they're selling like clothing or something like that, it'll pull up and you try and buy it, and then when you get to the checkout, that pop-up comes up saying we don't have any discounts for you. When you click got it, it replaces that influencer's code with honey code. So now that influencer's code is now honey again, and it takes that full influencer amount and then gives it to honey. So
like I said, Cece, if you need to pay for the car, just go and work for Honey. I mean,
I just uninstalled it and asked me the reason why. I said, you steal money. So.
Wow.
You thieving bat. You didn't even spend the money you had with them before you uninstalled it?
No.
Man,
he doesn't think these things out through.
I did not think that through.
They can just use it. Yeah, they could just use it. It's fine. He's like, damn right. It's like that would have been. I could have used that to replace my headlight.
Dude, I'm gonna record a video of me tearing the car apart. Okay, don't worry.
God. I still can't get over that it's called a frunk. Like that is just the weirdest word for me.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
front
a frunk,
trunk,
bro.
I understand front trunk. I understand that their trunk is in the front, but this just.
Is it really called a frunk, or is that like the slang that?
Oh no. It literally says.
It says it in the user manual.
Like in the app,
remove
like
frunk
to open it. Like this button. If I hit this button, it says frunk. I don't want to open it right now because it's in my garage. But
I mean, an open frunk in the garage. Come on.
What's
wrong with that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be opening it here in a little bit.
AI says put it in the frunk.
It's the frunk.
That just sounds dirty. That sounds like legit. Some kind of. That sounds like a search that you would put on the hub to find some weird things.
Sounds like a word that shouldn't have been created.
It sounds pretty legit.
Some other things that should not have been created.
What?
All of the hacks for Black Ops 6. They are fucking stupid.
Is anybody still playing that at this point right now?
I mean, there's people playing it, but not a lot. I mean, I've seen more videos today of like, they have. I mean, it's not a hack. It's the fucking what do you call that? The skill-based matchmaking hit registry.
Yeah.
Where people are like obviously shooting like 50 rounds into someone and it's not really doing anything. They get hit by 5 and it downs them.
So they keep saying that that's not a thing, and they keep trying to attribute it to ping and attribute it to desync. But the thing is the person that's playing the game is still getting the hit markers. They're just not registering server side. They're only registering client side. And it's like, well, if they're registering, they're registering. Like you either have. It's not like there is a spectrum of hit markers. It's either a yes or a no. And
well, the videos I saw today was like a person like sees a guy running, turns the corner, starts shooting at him, is hitting him like the whole time he's moving. But then when he watches the kill cam slows it down after like 1 or 2 rounds, like literally just that quick second that he hits him a couple times, his plates are entirely gone. So now it's just his health that remains. So but then when full plates instantly breaks plates within 2 rounds. And then the rest just instantly eliminate him while he sprayed this guy the entire time.
Now, is it part of... Because I think they wanted to do a spawn protection at some point, right? Is that a part of it that we're kind of like seeing? Because we already know that they're doing
that shouldn't be a spawn protection thing, though. Because that was in Warzone. That wasn't a multiplayer game right there. That was Warzone that he was playing in.
No, I understand that. But in Warzone, like on Rebirth and stuff like that, they already have a pseudo spawn protection. Like when you're dropping in from up high, it's really hard to get sniped now unless it's like a perfect headshot. You have like the little shield, and then you have these little extra markers on the outside of it. We're only taking like 20% or 50% normal damage as you're, floating in for the first time.
I don't know. I every time I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna play it. I like start it up, and then one game in, I'm like, why am I doing this right now?
On Steam right now, Black Ops 6, not the Warzone portion, but Black Ops 6 itself is even suffering with a 42% positive user rating with 1,800 reviews over the past 30 days.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's probably contributed to the actual hacks, though.
They said that it would be 45 days before they are able to fix anything, like a week ago.
Right. So we knew about the hacks that were obviously overtaking Call of Duty. But there's one that I just found out about where the hackers can now push a button that will like mass report a player. So say you're in game and you kill them, they go to your name and they can click a button. They have the ability to report for cheating, offensive text, offensive voice, spam texting, and all plus more. And they can click it and send every single one of those options 100 times over.
Yep.
So, and then the person who's playing the game is just like instantly banned.
So people have been doing that for years, and this has been a big problem with Blizzard games. So during, do you remember when the classic World of Warcraft came out the first time, and everyone was like really big into it and a bunch of things? So there's this event called the Scarab Lord, and there's this huge gong. You need to like collect all of these things, and you have a very small time frame in order to get this mount, this title. It's a very prestigious thing. There were people fighting over it, and one of the sides, their genius idea was to mass report the other person on the other side that was going to do it right before this event started. And the event window, I think, is like a 24-hour window. It's an automatic 3-day suspension. And so all these people mass reported this other person for literally no reason. They went back, they found there was nothing. And so Blizzard's like, oh, that's what you did. They removed that title and everything from the server completely as a way to fix it. So they know that this has been a thing for years, this, mass reporting, but all of the reports, unless you're opening a ticket for an unban, it's all AI. Right. There is no one that actually looks at any of these mass ban reports. It just automatically happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that mass reporting, that's insane that there's now a hack to mass report people. I mean, I don't know. The
thing is, it's like
the game is just destroying itself.
Blizzard got a little bit better with it, and it started giving like strikes and letting kind of people know that they have strikes on certain things, like Overwatch. When you're griefing in a game and you get reported by all, used to be 11 of the 12 people in there, there's a good chance you're getting banned outright, because that is not only your own team, but also the opposing team that's reporting you.
Right.
But if it was just the opposing team, then it might take a little bit longer. I don't know. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff that people don't get banned for. And I would love a thing like they have it for, what is the game I was playing recently? Marvel Rivals will actually tell you that your recent report came to a positive decision to ban someone.
Call of Duty
it doesn't tell you who.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't tell you what their actual offense was or anything like that. Or how many times they got reported.
Call of Duty does the exact same thing.
But they send you an email either way, left or right, whether it is good or bad.
It's a notification in Call of Duty. You get it. And an email.
But does it also notify you if they didn't get banned? Because I've also gotten one of those that upon review, there wasn't substantial evidence, they haven't gone through. It's like, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah, that is
which
cool.
is, again, that's another win for Rivals.
You know what they should be doing with all these hackers?
What?
Very similar, and you talk about this all the time about how Fortnite is good with their anti-cheat. Well, they're not just good with anti-cheat; they actually sue some of the cheaters. So they've sued kids in the past, like 14, 15-year-olds or whatever for cheating, and they just created another lawsuit for the guy who won at one of their tournaments. I think his name is Sebastian Aurora.
I don't understand how you fucking cheat in Fortnite.
I don't know how to say that, but
like how you successfully do it.
Well, he apparently had multiple accounts to do it. So.
Well, but see, that's the thing is,
it's like with all of the cheats, and I think Pirate Software, he went over this whole thing. He's like, we are not going to ban each and every person, because then the cheat programs will know, hey, this person got hit, and they will start updating at that moment. That's why they do huge ban waves. That way, instead of getting rid of like, one person here, 15 there, 20 there, and then all of a sudden they can dodge that, dodge that whole thing. They wait for like 3 months, 6 months, whatever, and then just ban.
But tell me how they don't
60,000 accounts.
The dude apparently that's number one on the leaderboards or whatever for Call of Duty is supposedly like a cheater. How do you not just be like, okay, I don't want that on the fucking leaderboard, we're banning that guy?
I mean, actually, with I don't know why they haven't done it with that. There was a bunch of
Right.
cheaters doing stuff in Diablo 3 before Diablo 4 came out, so it was a couple of years ago. All of the cheating accounts that got banned had their top scores removed from the leaderboard. And so the Chinese servers were so bad that the entire top 1,000 in the world were all cheating.
Yeah.
And so there was this one moment where literally the entire list was just a blank.
Well,
there were
that's
0 top scores.
It's hard because those games are so easy to cheat, like macros and shit are cheating. So Fortnite, right? I'm very skeptical on being 100% towards a hardware ban, because I'm one of the people that was wrongfully banned, and I got hardware banned on Fortnite. I wonder why more games don't do a hardware ban.
Because they want money, and Fortnite's a free to play game,
right?
So there's
but
nothing to really gain.
No, there is something, because if you really want to fight cheating, then you hardware ban people.
Because I don't think they're really trying to fight cheating. I think they're more or less trying to fight people taking money from them.
Yeah,
could be. It. So yesterday I was playing OG Fortnite with Royal. We were playing duos, right? I had a gentleman in my chat pop up, and his name was Epic Games Support on Twitch. Okay, he's like, "Hey, can I jump in and play with you guys?" Sure, whatever. I didn't assume that he worked for Epic Games. So the new season started like a month ago. Okay, we talked about it like a month ago, 3 weeks ago.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude joined my game. Okay, flashed his crowns. His crowns are maxed out. His name in the game is Epic Games. I don't know. Either he's a hacker, or he really fucking works for Epic Games. I don't know how you could max out with 9999 crowns in that short amount of time. I don't think it's possible. You wouldn't be able to fucking sleep.
I mean, I've seen some crazy shit, if I'm being honest.
It's not
I don't know
but in order to get a crown, you have to win a game, okay? And then you get a crown. And no, you get the crown when you win the game. You have to then win the next game to get a crown win. It gives you an item. If you die, you drop that item in the next game. So like, you have to win consecutively to get a crown. If that makes sense.
2 consecutive games.
Yes.
So he's won 999 2 consecutive games.
+1.
No, it was
1,000 games in a row.
9,999.
Oh, 10,000.
Yeah, it's either 10 or yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like cheating. Yeah.
So, but he also could work for Epic. I don't know. I watched him. I didn't think that he looked like a cheater. He was good, but he was like, I can't add you, because Royal tried to add him as a friend, and he's like, I cannot add you on this account. And I'm like, okay. So I asked him, because he's like, we're just playing or whatever. I think the dude's probably not really working for them, you know. I'm just whatever. I'm just gonna play the game. Seems like an okay dude to play with.
If Epic Games hears this, do you have an account on Fortnite that your staff can go on and play?
Named Epic Games.
Named Epic Games.
Yes, please let us know.
And do you have a Twitch account named Epic Games Support?
Yeah.
If not,
also
mass report that guy.
Also, if you are listening, Epic Games, please disregard the next couple of minutes of what I'm going to say. Okay. So
it's always a good start.
Yeah, the dude was like, well, this like normally when I play with people, they ask me a bunch of like questions about it, and I'm like, well, anything I would want to know, you probably can't tell me, so like whatever, you know. And he's like, well, what would be a question you have? I'm like, why the fuck did I get banned? And he's like, oh, it'll tell you why you got banned. I'm like, no. They would not tell me. I emailed them every day for 3 months. They would not tell me. They just told me they couldn't tell me, in order to protect the anti-cheat software and shit like that. And he's like, oh, that's weird. He's like, I don't really know much about like the whole banning thing. He's like, I thought that they told everybody why, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I got hardware banned. He's like, oh, well, did you get a new PC? I'm like, no, I got new RAM. It got me around the hardware ban. He's like, probably shouldn't tell me that. So I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going to get my other fucking account banned.
And gone. Now you're going to log back into Fortnite and it's going to be account deleted. Son of a bitch.
I only have 3,000 V-Bucks this time instead of 13,000. So, you know, But yeah,
Well, that's good.
So, but yeah, I played with. I don't know if this dude was legit or not. I have no idea. But he claimed to be legit, and Royal was like super nervous playing with him. So I don't know.
Because Royal's a cheater. I mean, no, he's not.
Been known to cheat every now and then, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I don't know. Is it one of those things like they used to have in like the old Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 3 or whatever, where you could get into a hacked lobby and automatically max everything out?
I don't.
Like, did you guys ever get into one of those lobbies?
In GTA, I did. I don't think that's a thing. So, funny story: when GTA 5 came out, I had took my best friend's brother with me to go pick up the game. We picked up the game together. He brought his Xbox over to my house because we thought we were going to play GTA Online together. Okay. He was in my kitchen. I was in my living room. We both put the game in, installed it, updated it. Literally, when his game started, he got a glitch. Every achievement in the game unlocked one after another. Was really fucking cool. It was on Xbox One or Xbox 360.
You shouldn't have had to download the game then.
But you install it and then it had to download a bunch of updates and shit right off the bat as soon as you install the game.
I've never had to install a game on Xbox.
Xbox 360, like towards the end of it, you had to install games from the disc or whatever, and then it would download them. It was last generation, right before Xbox One.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I never had to.
It had a fuckload of updates.
360 and Xbox One.
Yeah, it had a fuckload of updates when you first put the disc in. But anyway, Xbox One also, like, you have to install every game on the system. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought that was a cool thing that happened. But he had every fucking achievement in the game unlocked and didn't do anything for it.
Then he got banned for hacking.
No, he never did. Never did. But yeah, it's just crazy to me that like that. Oh, what was the other one? I remember being in the GTA Online lobby, and my money just kept going up. Somebody in the lobby was just giving everybody money, hacking, so I left the game. But Warzone 1, OG Warzone, they used to have they would have like shadow ban lobbies. So you would get shadow banned, you would get reported. I got reported enough one time that I got shadow banned. And I was in legitimate hacker lobbies. Everybody in there was a fucking hacker. It was crazy. And I was in there for about 2 weeks. I couldn't play Warzone for about 2 weeks because I was just in those lobbies.
You couldn't play it, or you were just stuck in that lobby?
You're stuck in those lobbies for 2 weeks. And it's not even fun.
And
everybody has aimbot. Yeah, everybody has aimbot. Yeah, and walls. And I mean, like, I tried playing it like the first like 2 weeks. I was like, dude, if I could get a win in this, like, that's legit, you know? But that wasn't happening. You couldn't last more than like 3-4 minutes.
So then how was it playing with Nadia?
I mean, I didn't.
Did you ever get her as a partner?
I didn't. I know. I never played.
You probably played in the same lobby. You just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
No, because I don't think
she ever really looking at the names.
She never got. She never got caught. Never got caught hacking.
She and a bunch of other people kept bitching that she was shadow banned for like 3.5 months. It's the only thing that was on any social media that
I didn't see that
on it.
I was never.
She was bitching about.
I was never a big Nadia fan, but I watched her play, and I don't think she was good enough to be considered a cheater. But maybe she was. I don't know.
Like I said, the biggest.
I'm pretty sure she had a soft aimbot on.
Yeah, because the biggest thing for me was when she went to use someone else's thing. She's like, "Oh, I don't have my settings," when they were identical settings, and she couldn't hit fuck all.
I don't know.
So I'm sorry, you don't get that.
But that could have been part of her, because she really went into it. Like, yeah, I'm a hacker. You know, she could have just played like shit just to, you know, because look, she blew the fuck up. Do you know how much money she fucking made, dude?
This is the guy who thinks
that like the hacker
hackers are only like 0.5% of players.
No, it's not 0.5%. I've ran into one hacker in Fortnite in the last probably 3 months.
One obvious hacker.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand like the concept of like soft aim locking.
Yeah, but like aimbot is soft.
There's people who will play walls and soft locks like without a problem, make you think that they're not hacking, but they're hacking. That's like some of the people who are good at the game, like pretty decent, and then also get hacks can make it seem like they're not hacking, when in reality they're like not aiming at you through the wall. They're kind of watching ahead of themselves. and then they kind of wait a little bit, draw back, and then pop a corner to see if anybody's there, and then they'll shoot you and kill you. Make it seem like they didn't know you were there and just turn a corner.
I don't know. I
like,
feel like get good anti-cheats. Hardware ban people. I mean, it sucks. I got hardware banned and I didn't do anything wrong. That was a fucking very depressing time.
Honestly, Vanguard, the Valorant anti-cheat is, I think I brought it up before, but apparently the anti-cheat is so good that if you have Valorant installed on your PC and try to use a cheat in another game, it will still report you and it will still block you from those other games. Yeah.
I know Fortnite's the same way.
But they are doing I think it's called root level anti-cheat, which means that they are basically installing something on your PC and actually
monitoring your whole
watching.
PC. Yeah.
They're pretty much monitoring every program you open and close. So a lot of people think it's really evasive, which it is.
I mean, it is, but dude, at the end of the day, like the shit's ruining these fucking games, man. It really is ruining these games.
Oh, no, the Activision and COD are ruining themselves. They don't need help from cheaters.
Yeah, but every game that has cheaters is being ruined by cheaters. Every game.
Yeah. That's a true statement.
How the fuck do you how do you play a Fortnite tournament and win a Fortnite tournament with cheats? How do you fucking do that? That's oh my god.
Speaking of cheaters, so there is this whole big botting community that I've recently heard about in hardcore World of Warcraft. It's, again, classic. There's this one streamer, I forget his name, I can look it up, but he has been actively hunting the bots and killing them. And the bots actually have scripts that when someone on their blacklist comes on to the area or whatever it is, they'll automatically put themselves in town, wait 10 minutes, and then log on for hopefully a different server, a different shard. This guy is getting death threats now from what is a $3 million a month Chinese botting mafia, I believe is what it's being called.
I've got no doubts, dude. People that do that, people that are still playing World of Warcraft Classic this late, they're fucking obviously into that fucking game. And the game itself, I know Warcraft has done a ton of things to fight botting and stuff like that, but it's just crazy to me that people will cheat in any fucking game, dude. Any fucking game. That's basically a PvE game. That's not even PvP, and you're still cheating.
No, there is a lot of PvP in it. Actually, there's a lot of money to be made on that. But
yeah, but when you're botting, you're not PvP. You're PvE, right? Mainly.
It depends. You can it completely depends on how you want to play it, because you can do what's called a multi-boxing.
Don't most people when they bought farming and shit like that though? Shit like that, mostly PvE.
It really depends on what they're trying to do, because they could be botting an arena account and then just selling the account for having certain titles or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But the guy's name that I was looking up for is called Mad Skills, and apparently he has an informant. It's a Swedish botter that claims he makes about $2,000 a month running 6 bots in World of Warcraft. So based on his estimates, it's a Taiwanese botting mafia might make over $3 million a month with a profit margin of about $2 million after operation costs.
That's fucking crazy.
But this streamer, because he's been targeting these things, has been receiving death threats.
Wonder how he finds them.
He thought, what, the bots?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to spot them. They take a very direct path. They don't jump. They don't react to certain things, because it's a very, static movement type thing. You're going from this point to that point and you're farming whatever it happens to be in the way.
Right.
And then it checks for whatever it is in the area.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, 3 million a month off of that's nuts.
That's insane. A couple other things before we get more into the list. I mean, I know we haven't really moved through the list too much, but Mr. Beast games are going on right now on Amazon Prime. I watched the first
ones that he was being sued for.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. Holy fucking shit, dude! It is legit.
People just being bitches.
It looks so good, and this is what Mr. Beast was made for, in my opinion. Also, what he wanted to do in the beginning was he wanted to do his his Squid Games on Netflix. Netflix turned him down. Season 2 of Squid Games came out today. So,
oh, that's right.
Can we wrap this podcast up then? Because I have shit I gotta watch now.
shit I gotta watch.
I have been looking forward. Why is that not on this list?
I wonder. Well, it was on it last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Well,
we talked about it coming
so
out in
much more
December.
important.
Yeah, it's out now. So,
well, I'm
I
wondering.
can't wait to see it.
So another thing I found out about, which I'm hoping it'll be on Squid Games too, is that Netflix has AI dubbing. This couple actually was watching a show and they noticed this girl that was speaking in Norwegian, and when they switched to English, they watched her mouth move and it was like flawless.
That's awesome.
And they're like, that's AI. And so they went and looked it up, and I believe it was confirmed by Netflix that they use AI to ensure audio is perfectly synchronized with the mouth movements.
That's fucking awesome.
Is being said. So
Now
if that's
they could
happening with Squid 2,
yes, because
Now they just need to
that was
get
one thing that was
their-
hard. Did you guys watch Squid Games in with subtitles or dubbed?
Dubbed. I'm
think
too
dubbed.
bored. I'm too lazy to read.
I'm pretty sure I watched it dubbed.
I watched
I
it
don't
dubbed
remember.
with. I watch all my TVs in my house. I became a subtitle guy. It's
Mm.
He
awesome.
has to be able to see it to hear it now.
But no. It's just nice having subtitles on. I don't know why. I always hated it before, but I love it. But I listen to it dubbed. So yeah, okay, we're all the same then. Because yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, you got to watch it with subtitles. It's better." I'm like, "Fuck you! I can't want to sit there and fucking read the whole time. I'm dyslexic.
No,
I'd have to rewind
can,
it constantly. Be like, what the fuck did he say?"
Can Netflix like just fix their servers and connection issues before they start doing all this?
I
Other shit?
wish they would, man. But hey, Netflix is still king though. Their shit runs better than everybody else's. Not saying that that's very good.
I'm also getting tired of having to like re-log in.
Relog. What do you watch it on?
Oh.
I haven't had that issue.
I haven't had the relog.
Oh
issue.
no, because
other than on
no, it's
my
not
PC
relog in.
sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is that I have multiple devices: my phone, my computer.
Yeah, but
Mrs. Phone, Mrs. Computer.
yes, so do I.
And so every once in a while, I'll have to do the code or whatever it is, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not using more than what I'm allotted. I'm allotted like 2 at a time.
Okay. Wait a minute. When Missa goes on vacation, does she watch it on her phone when she's somewhere else?
And she's more than welcome to.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I have two simultaneous.
Okay, that's fine. That's why it's happening to you. Because they did that shit where like if you're not in the same IP address or the same house, like you're not going through the same router, it will kick you off.
Well, it's supposed to make you check in every so often at that, like at the home spot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but what it does.
So when she gets home, she should just be clicking yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't do that anymore. So it will just kick you off.
They are so bent, like they're just so hell bent on stopping the sharing of
the accounts,
with, family or whatever.
Yeah.
And they even now because that's the thing keeps coming up. It's like, hey, do you want to pay an extra $25 a month for the family plan so you can share outside?
And see,
like,
that's why you get that,
no.
because you guys watch it outside of your house, which is absolutely fine to do, but their fucking shit is just it's too pushy. But I mean, I get it. I get they want their money's worth. I understand that, but like
with all of the stuff coming out now with all the streaming services,
mm-hmm.
I feel like yes, Netflix is king, but they're like one real bad like review bomb away from losing that crown.
The only reason that they're king is because their stuff works better than everybody else's. That what I meant by their king is their shit works better than everybody else's. Hulu's interface is garbage. Max,
I'd be fine with it.
Max is right behind. You don't ever have like problem with like it restarting episodes or skipping episodes or anything on Hulu. Had that happen all the time when I had a Hulu. I haven't had it for like 6 months now, but
only when I go between like different devices, that's when Hulu sucks.
That was a big thing for me. You're right. It was between. So I would watch an episode downstairs, and then I would go upstairs, and I would be like, I have to fucking skip an episode, or it would accidentally skip one. But Netflix doesn't do that. It holds your position perfect. Max does pretty goddamn good, but their interface still kind of sucks sometimes. Paramount interface is trash. Who else?
Peacock works great.
Peacock works pretty good. Peacock works pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with Peacock, if I'm being
But
honest.
transferring between TVs with Peacock, I've had a little bit of issues. But I
haven't
actually
had that. Well, what you got to do is the trick is to pause it wherever you're at, and then back out of the episode, and then it'll save it, and then you go to the new TV.
I bet you that would do it. See, I'm just used to just shutting it off, going upstairs, turning it on. So I bet you that would help.
Yeah, if you do that, it doesn't have that like wherever the load spot is.
Mm-hmm.
So, or wherever the play spot is, the load.
Good,
I don't
good
know,
tip,
whatever.
Kai. Good tip.
Yeah, you're welcome for everybody out there.
Good tip.
Yeah,
I will be re-signing up for Netflix now though that Squid Game 2 is out because I gotta
Squid
watch
Games
it.
2.
Yeah.
Are you canceling another one? No, just gonna sign up.
The only ones
You're
I
gonna
have right
forget
now
anyways,
is Prime or Max, and I can't get rid of Max, dude. It's got Gold Rush on it, man. The show on TV.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Anyway, Marvel Rival leaks.
Yeah. They have some of the Marvel Rival leaks actually came like from Marvel Rivals themselves doing like a promotion of like some of the future skins and stuff, and in the background you could see the future characters. Kind of funny.
But there's also people data mining that are finding these things. So like Ultron, Thing,
how fucking
Johnny
bored
Storm.
do you gotta be to data mine a game to like see shit, man? Like that's you gotta be bored, right?
No, you just want to know things before other people do. Like it's doing a little bit of research. It's
but then they always post it and share it with everybody though. So
it's because they're excited to share it. Yeah.
I mean, to on that same thing, how bored do you have to be to play something like COD day in and day out? Like I don't find that entertaining or fun.
I think what COD is it's usually you play with the same squad. It's just you hanging out with your friends. It's like we used to
do that on other games.
Yeah, but
it's
on
like Marvel Rivals. I do it on New World.
Yeah, but everybody plays COD, and that's
Helldivers.
your thing. You know?
I used to play with literally the same 3 people on Helldivers.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing.
And it was, and don't get me wrong, it was fun. Like Kai, I want to play some more Rivals with you. That was fun that night that we were hanging out playing Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
But no, some of these things they were really good for for these characters that are coming out for Rivals.
Is Rivals available on console or is it PC only?
Yeah, no, it's console.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
I had somebody ask me that the other day, and I didn't. I never figured it out. So
yeah,
they are doing their Christmas event still. It runs through sometime in January. You can get a really cool Jeff the
6th. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Jeff the Shark skin. So,
which, by the way, it's free, but you need to log on and do it because what happens is you get these like gold stars for completing certain missions within the game. You have to get enough to get Jeff up to like level 500 in decoration or something like that to get the skin, which I didn't know that. So I have one more gold scar and I've got the skin. But
so if you actually focus on trying to get the achievements, you can do it in like a night. But like you really can't play the game you want to because you're focusing on these achievements like healing 15,000 takes a long ass time in that little event thing that they're doing.
I don't know if so I've done the event like every single night since it's come out and they only unlock like 2 or 3 or whatever it is things for you to get those stars. I don't know if like say I wasn't there for day 1 or 2 and I show up on day 3, do all the achievements from the past 3 days show up or is it just that day's achievements? Because they only unlock
they'll show up.
I think it's past days. I think that was one of the big things when they announced that like their shit doesn't end like everybody else's does.
Oh,
that's if you get the premium
you're talking
pass.
The battle pass.
Okay, my bad,
that's if you pay for the premium battle pass, you can unlock all that stuff at any point.
So this has nothing to do with the battle pass then.
No, this is a special event.
I got you, my bad.
The only thing is I've completed every single one of those every single night, so I couldn't tell. And they only unlock like 2 or 3 of those every certain amount of time, like 17, like 24 hours from when one unlocks, the next few unlock.
I think if I'm gonna get into that game, I just need to learn to be a healer, and I need to learn to be a good healer, because every fucking time I play, I never have a healer worth a fucking shit anymore. Like the first 10 games I played, we had one game without a good healer, and it ended very quickly. But I think I need to just become a healer.
With those games, you do need to learn to play at least 2 of the roles. You can't just hard cuck yourself in a corner because you're just a detriment to yourself and everybody else.
Yeah.
But if you are willing to play DPS and healer or DPS and tank,
but if I
honestly,
if I could just if I could get good at being a healer, at least I could play and enjoy the game. So, because like Loki, I liked playing with him. I thought
the big thing about being a healer is know that you're just going to be dove hard in the back line.
Yeah.
Being a healer, the biggest thing isn't necessarily it's not necessarily how you're playing the game, it's positioning.
It's you're keeping everybody alive.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
yeah, I may dig back into it because it is a very good game. I think it's very well put together. I think the characters all look really fucking cool. I'm a big fan of it. I just, like I said, I haven't felt like playing any games lately. So, but that'll be one that I will probably dive into more when.
Well, maybe you just need a new game, and you can play Den of Wolves.
Den of Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay. Creators of Payday 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Creators.
That's it.
Did I say creatures?
Yes,
you said creatures.
I read that like 3 times. I'm like, I bet he means creators of Payday 1
I sure
and 2.
did. Yeah.
I love Payday 1. I love Payday.
I don't know. I've never played Payday, so I wasn't sure if it was like literally creators from Payday 1 and 2 that are like
right.
You're playing as the creatures.
I was like, there's no creatures. But so Payday was a bank robbing game where you would have like 4 people and you would rob a bank, and the cops would come. You had to fight your way out. So it's pretty badass. So
okay, sorry, I've got to ask: am I the one cutting out, or is CC?
No, that's CC.
Oh yeah, am I cutting out?
He's done it a few times throughout, but I think we'll be all right.
At least you guys haven't cut out. Mine's the only side that matters.
It's the only one that matters.
Yeah, mine's the only one that matters. So we're good.
Sure.
My bad.
Unless we need some fluency, but no big deal.
Yeah, I apologize. I apologize if I'm cutting out. I don't know. Maybe I need a new mic.
So, anyways, what is Payday 1 and 2? What were you saying about that?
Yeah, it's a bank robber game where a group of like 4 people.
Yeah.
You rob a bank, which you can do it stealthily for the most part. But at some point the alarm's going to go off and the cops are getting called and you have to fight your way out. It was a very fun game when it came out. Didn't have a lot of replayability, but in my opinion,
this is supposed to be similar to that, but
it was
GTA then, or
it was first person first of all, and I like it kind of, I guess, but there wasn't a lot of replayability in the game because
they're saying on this one you're going to have a lot of different ways you can complete the heist this time.
That'll be cool. Is it when does that come? Oh, it comes early access in 2020.
Yeah.
What?
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
They haven't said yet.
Okay.
They don't have a release date and they don't have an exact year for early access. I'm going to assume, don't like to do that, but 2025.
Okay.
But you can go to Steam and put it on your wish list right now.
Okay.
I know what they're doing. They're doing what we talked about before. They're waiting
for Grand Theft Auto 6 is.
Mm-hmm. There was a report after we did our podcast about the whole, the Game Awards and everything,
right,
saying that is there a reason to even have a Game Awards next year because GTA 6 is just going to walk away with everything anyway?
Probably fucking not, dude.
So I mean, other than family friendly, I'm pretty sure GTA is going to walk away with like 90% of those things. It's going to be the Baldur's Gate of that year.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy right now. What if GTA sucks? What if it sucks? It can't, right?
That would be shitty for you.
No, it won't be.
I haven't played a GTA
because they're not releasing on a PC right away, so it won't suck for me.
I thought you were gonna buy it. Oh,
I'm not buying.
So you're gonna wait to see what people say about it?
Buy a console just so you could play college football?
I borrowed
he borrowed his
cousins. I borrowed my friends. Okay, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't even play it, man. You can borrow it for a couple months if you want to." I bought the game for $70, and like a week later, he's like, "Hey, can I get that Xbox back?" Yeah, no problem, dude. Damn. Yeah, I was fucking.
Doesn't a Tesla come with an Xbox like built in?
You can play like a shitload of games on it. I haven't bought a controller for it yet, though. Probably should get my headlight fixed before I do that. I thought you just used the
steering wheel. How awesome would that be? Go in there, playing a shooting game or something like that.
It'd be cool to play a racing game like that.
You know what'd be sweet? And Tesla, you're welcome for this idea. If they put like on the video screen like a racing game, and you could actually use the gas and brake in your car and the steering wheel. And what it would do is just free float the steering wheel instead of being connected to the actual wheels.
Well, it's not connected to the wheels. It's all electric. It's not connected to the wheels.
It doesn't have a steering column?
It doesn't have it's electric. It's not like a regular car where it's electric. Like, yeah.
So it's all an electric signal. So if that
It's
signal
electric
disconnects, then you're SOL.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, they could
Alright,
do
well.
it, and maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe might be a
And
Model
then,
X thing
if
or
he
Model
wants to-
S.
If he
I don't
wants to get it reconnected, you know, it's only gonna be like $3,500.
Yeah.
35,000, more than likely.
35,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Other than this rematch for Rocket League, does anyone play Rocket League anymore?
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't
it's
played
still,
Rocket League in a while. I mean,
still a pretty big game.
It's a good chill
Okay.
game, if I'm being honest. I like it. Racing and I will usually play it if we just want something to like sit back and relax and chill to. I mean, we're playing New World, and that's actually pretty chill right now. But when we would just want to like take some time instead of playing like some first person shooters or something,
Yeah.
sit back, relax, throw on some music on, you know, whatever music bot we've got, and then play Rocket League and just chill.
By the way,
So-
Kai's mom
so
took
then are
a
you-
big offense to us saying that Racy was the favorite. She did not agree with that.
Well, that was your fault. So
Yeah, that was all you. So then are you gonna play rematch or is it?
I don't know. So it's supposed to be like Rocket League. It looks like it looks similar to Rocket League with like a FIFA kind of mixed in. And there's no flying or anything in it. You're just a person who's on the ground playing, but you've got like this, like, I don't know, the hits that kind of bop it up and around, and you're inside this big circular arena and stuff like that. So it's not exactly like overhead kick to each person type of thing. It's a little different, but I mean, the
So
skins
is it gonna
look
is it gonna look more like Blitzball from Final Fantasy X? Maybe.
maybe.
I don't know. Did you ever play that?
No.
I remember playing that one time up at San Jose State. I was up there visiting some friends, and we took over like the common area and put it on the big screen. And we straight up had a crowd coming in, like cheering for this like game within a game, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't ever played that, but I mean, the characters look like a Fortnite Borderlands kind of mix. They're not as cartoony as Fortnite, but they're not as like that. The stripes and stuff, the hard outlines that they have in Borderlands. So kind of like a mix of that. But the person said it plays similar to Rocket League, but I don't know. It seemed like a simpler version of Rocket League.
How are you
I guess
enjoying?
If you're a fan, you want something different than FC.
How are you enjoying New World now? Like, what's different about it?
Well, they came out with an expansion. They gave, like Travis had said a while ago, they put mounts in. In order to get the mounts, you have to buy the Earth on Fire edition or whatever. I think that's what
you
it's
gotta buy
called,
an
Earth on Fire
expansion?
edition.
What's
you
that
have
cost?
to buy it in order to get the mounts. It's like right now it's on sale for
the game was like $30 brand new, right?
40.
I think so.
Was
Initially,
it 40?
yeah, 30 or 40, yeah. So I think it's 25% off right now for like $22.
So you can't get a mount. Well, did you already buy it?
I haven't.
No, okay. Gotcha.
Well, starting with a new character, you really don't need to do anything like that until you hit max level and you get out to like the desert.
Well,
you're doing those things because isn't it still base game is base game, right?
It would make your quality of life a lot better with mounts, though. I mean, it would make you
like I'm trying
a lot
to
quicker.
So the night I join, I start off obviously at level 0, and I was trying to catch up to Racing Rogers pretty much as fast as I can. They have mounts, I don't have mounts. So for me to get from quest to quest without having all the points I had, like I went to I'd been to every settlement and everything like that and all the fast travel points. My old character that's level 60, I can't transfer to the server they're in, and all my travel points, my fast travel points, gone.
Yep.
So I started a new character. Now I have no travel points at all anyways, and no settlements, and I don't own homes. So on my other character, I owned homes in 2 different regions, so I could just at least transfer there for free without having to worry about having the fast travel or the settlement unlocked.
Can you pay for more fast travel shit? Like money, real money?
No.
You just have to visit it. Once you visit it, then you use a little bit of money to like transfer between the two. And
there's like
it's not horrible. It's like a really good system. But well, actually, I guess it depends on who owns the areas.
Yeah.
We had
forgot about
we had some real assholes on one of the servers until we kicked them off. They just would take over like an area and then just jack the prices up to like at the time there was no cap, so they jacked them up to like 5,000% or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was bad. Speaking of new characters and everything else, Tarkov had its wipe today.
Today, yes.
December 26th. So this is the new wipe. It is patch 0.16. A bunch of Christmas stuff is still out there, like the Christmas tree. Santa Claus is still out there.
What new things have been
customs? Added? Customs is a huge expansion to customs. So
really?
There's like 4 or 5 new explorable areas. Like I said, CC,
like
you need
where?
to check
like
on
where?
your tenants.
Like where?
The area between Crack House and Bronze Pocket Watch, you can now go into both of those buildings.
Oh, those big ass buildings?
There's now another building. Hold on, relax. Like I said, man, check on your tenants. They've been doing shit. There is a new cut through on the top of the train tracks between New Gas and Old Gas. There's another building that's open over by the bottom part of it. Some of the buildings have been just completely reworked to have things in different areas. There's new items in their game. There is rocket launchers. There is you can now prestige on PvP. So once you hit level 55 and you've gone through all of the tasks for titles, for unlockable, like
you're gonna get reset in a couple months anyways.
Right. No.
Right.
So hold on. The
unlockables, the whatever you get when you prestige, do you get to keep that?
Yes.
Past
white. You'll get to keep. Yes, you'll get to keep the.
That makes sense then.
I get. What the fuck is it called? The garb, the skins, or whatever. You'll get to keep all of that stuff. The outfits. Okay.
That gives you something more to grind for then, because like that's kind of why I stopped playing the game. There's nothing really to grind for.
Armbands, dog tags. You can now switch between what you want. The mannequin is now in. You can customize posters. There's special melee weapons. Additional weekly tasks. You can +1 charisma level added at the beginning of each wipe. New achievements. The rogues, raiders, and some of the base scabs will now use the underbarrel grenade launchers on you. Shit. You used to be able to find them on them, but now they're actually using them.
Those are pretty rare to find, though. At least
that's one thing. That's one reason I stopped playing Tarkov. There's just too much that goes into this game to want to play it for it to just wipe after a couple months.
This makes me want to get back in and play it because it gives me like. Before it's like, yeah, it's just gonna wipe. Who gives a shit? Although, Kai, PvE mode doesn't wipe, and you're not playing. You play against the computer, so it doesn't wipe.
I will tell you, PvE right now is it's rough. It's not that it is over the top difficult.
Yeah,
it's just the number of things coming at you is.
Oh yeah.
Right now. So
that's how it was
there are
before.
Now hidden exfils. So features special hidden exfils. Each hidden exfil on a location requires its own unique item. The item cannot be taken out of raid. It will be deleted at the end of raid if it wasn't used. Once used, a special item disappears from the player's inventory. The hidden exfils are available on customs, shoreline, reserve, lighthouse, ground zero, factory, streets, and woods.
So how many times are people going to be carrying an item, getting shot at, go hide behind something, try and bandage up, and then all of a sudden just disappear from the map? Item's gone.
Yeah, and that means that the hidden that would mean that the hidden
extract has been taken.
Thing
right?
Is it's been taken. You can't use it anymore.
Right.
So I think we did find one of them.
I didn't know what would bring me back to this game, but like I'm kind of excited to dig into it a little bit right now.
But yeah, there is a bunch of new achievements. Like I said, there's a bunch of new
I give a fuck about achievements.
Weapons.
New weapons are cool.
They did a little bit of optimizing on some things. Streets is a shit map again because they don't really clean it up before they put new things in. Hypothermia is now a thing. If you're in a cold area, you don't go indoors or by a fire for a while. You'll get a debuff that lowers your stamina a little bit quicker.
Have you done
changes, AI changes?
Have you done like the travel through between maps yet?
Yes.
So do you get a heal before you get to the next map or no?
No, you go in. You
basically just like raid. You basically just like cross the road and you're in the next map and do a raid. Okay, I thought so.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Some quality of life improvements. Added a pop-up to confirm PvE or PvP when you're at the main
just
menu.
Put the patch notes on screen, or
I have them over there. Dude, there are so many patch notes because it is a major update. It is a 16.0 update, so it's huge. They were saying that Terminal was going to come out with this one. I haven't seen it yet.
That's the last map, right?
Yes, but then again, there was Ground Zero that was put in, and there was never anything that was going to be,
Yeah.
That was never listed on anything.
Right.
But yeah, I am literally reading off a lot of the list. I'm actually jumping through a lot of it. There's now continuous healing, where if you just sit there instead of having to continuously like click your heal over and over again, you can just click your Grizzly once, and it will just heal all of your stuff after it goes through.
Right on.
The entire limb, it'll just restart your next one.
That's good.
Now it's still more efficient for you to stop and restart.
Yeah.
But it is a really cool thing that you can do.
Right
and
on.
they even have a list of how it does things. Body part with heavy bleed, then light bleed, then fracture, then most missing health, then it'll go head, thorax, and then your limbs.
Right. It does it the best way. Yeah.
Yeah, the best way possible.
Well, I'm excited.
That's all I got.
I may actually fucking play that tonight. So
I will be on playing it tonight. I'll be on in about 45 minutes playing it. We've got a couple of people. We're going to be doing PvP though.
Well, we want to
go rat the shit out of.
I probably will play PvE, but if we are at time though. Kai, you want to wrap it up here?
Yeah, let me just say this one thing about Action Hero, which is a newer VR game. I know none of us have VR, but it basically puts you in like the Action Hero shoes. It's kind of like remember the old Matrix game where you can kind of like slow down time and dodge bullets and stuff.
God, that was such a horrible game.
Similar to that,
it was pretty bad.
Except for the Matrix version in Conquered Bad Fur Day, but that was real fun. But it's similar to that, but in VR, and you like become an action star. So if you're looking for a good VR action game,
How the fuck do you dodge the
VR.
bullets in like bullet time on that? Do you have to like
fucking move, bro,
or something? You
gotta move, dude.
You just gotta dodge, dip, dive, and
VR is getting in a lot cheaper too, which we all knew it would.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get
matter
VR
of time.
eventually.
Yeah. But thanks everyone for watching. Let us know in the comments what you agree or disagree with from the show. If there's anything you'd like us to discuss next week, new games that you know about coming out or something obviously we might have gotten wrong. Don't forget to watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Rumble. You can also follow our socials, Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram. So appreciate y'all for coming out.
Before everything goes, this is our New Year's thing. It will be the new year for our
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year's. We're going to start the year off on episode
100.
100.
100. We are the fucking worst at that, man. With it like holidays and shit. We're the worst at that. Last week we did Christmas, but we are the worst at
and
this.
I was dressed up. Kai was dressed up. You're the one sitting over there being all Scroogey humbug.
Hey,
Don't be getting pissed at us.
Hey, man.
Damn.
You're the worst at holidays.
Do you see my Max and Grinch back here?
No.
Guys, thank you so much.